All right, my friends. How are we? Welcome back to the Townsville Sports Reserve on a Sunday morning, 10 o'clock in the morning. It is picture perfect. It's a Sunday. The track is all mine. We've got Castle Hill in the background behind that tree. There we go, looking down upon us on this fateful day. Is it going to happen? These are my thoughts prior to attempting a 400 metre dash, sprint, run, whatever you want to call it. It's more than a jog, I'll tell you that much. It's certainly a run, it's a fast-paced run, and it's a slog. But I wouldn't call it a sprint. I wouldn't go as far as calling it a sprint from recent experience. Either way, I'm going to do a lap, I'm going to walk a lap, I'm going to jog a lap, I'm probably going to jog another lap, I'm going to do a little bit of stretching, and then I'm going to get into it. So how do I feel? How do I feel prior to attempting the 400? This is the day. This is D-Day. This is it. I've been preparing for this as best I can. My injury is getting better, which is such a huge relief. I didn't know whether that was going to happen. I didn't know if I'd pushed it too hard. I didn't know if it was going to turn into something chronic. At this very point, obviously I can't, talk too far into the future. But as of right now, it is feeling the best it's felt for 4 weeks. I sat up in that stand over there with one question, one goal in my mind. I asked myself, do I believe I can actually run a sub-60 400? And at that point, I didn't. I don't think I did. I thought it was too far-fetched. I thought, maybe if my life depended on it, I could scratch tooth and nail towards a time of maybe 103, maybe 105. I'd run a 110 in the past, so I knew that was possible. But I was coming to this, pretty blind. I enjoyed running. It was mostly long distance. I didn't really do anything as fast as what this challenge was going to require me to do. So it was the unknown, but it was a challenge. It's a goal. It's a measurable goal. It's a goal that you can train for, you can prepare for, and then hopefully achieve. And it's not going to take forever. I was never going to spend more than 4 to 6 weeks preparing for this and giving it a go. So that's where we're at. I think it was about 5 weeks ago I asked myself the question, do I believe I can do it? And here we are 5 weeks later. It hasn't been total smooth sailing, but we have mixed it up between sprints, starts, 200s. I did do a 100 metre sprint just to see what my time was, and it came back at about 13 seconds, but that was fatigued. I don't know if I can do a 12 and a half, maybe, who knows? But we've mixed it up. I went on the treadmill on Friday, today's Sunday, so I felt pretty capable on that treadmill session, and that was going to tell me a lot. It was going to tell me where my injury was at, and it felt good. And so today's the day, man. I'm excited, I'm nervous, but all of those feelings that means you're alive, that's what I want to feel. And this challenge has given me all of that. It's given me everything I wanted and more. So I'm happy to be here. I urge anyone else out there, doesn't matter where you're from, doesn't matter what sex, what height, and certainly what age you are, set yourself a goal, a measurable goal, something that's going to challenge you. Put a plan in place and give it your fucking best shot. Because that's all we can do. That's all we can do. Life is nothing without goals to work towards, I'm telling you. That's my thumbnail. That is my intro. Short and sweet. We're here. With it, it's almost beyond belief. Within 10 minutes, I could have indeed run my first sub-60 400. But for me, even with everything I've just said, it's not guaranteed. Nothing is guaranteed. I could blow out. So what I want to focus on is getting away nice and quickly. I'm going to time it on my watch. I'm not going to get down into any crazy stance to start. I'm just going to, you know, crouch down, start my watch and go. And I'll stop my watch when I come through the start line. I don't want to fatigue myself too much with a warm-up, so it's going to be a very, very, very light jog. And today I am going to run in lane number 4. I've found my 400 meter mark. That's the finish line. So we'll be coming through right there. But I will be starting from right here. So I'm led to believe, quick maths, a bit of physics, that that's going to allow me to not have such a pronounced turn. And I mean, I'm not going to be starting in a straight line, but I am going to be starting in a slightly straighter, less sharp angle around the corner. So I'm going to do everything I can, and I mean, this is it. This is, if I was going to run a 400, I'd start from here. So I'm going to do it. Lane 4. Is that the lucky lane? I don't know. Is it going to be the most efficient lane? Yes, I'm led to believe. And I need everything on my side today. So that's the plan, and I will see you in the next video for the attempt.